We got more womansplaining. Now, I do have a question for you guys. Why, let's say if I'm going about my day and I'm focused on stuff and, you know, I'm not smiling every second of the day, and like, when probably like usually an older man passes by, you should smile more. Actually, you know who told me that? My previous supervisor. You should smile more. No, because I have to work with you. Why would I smile more, you know? Why? Why? It's a boomer thing? But you look better with a smile on your face. You look better with a black eye. That. I don't understand. Like, do you want me smiling when I'm cooking dinner? You want me smiling when I'm, you know, walking down the sidewalk? You want me smiling when I'm taking a freaking crap on the toilet? Like, oh, it's a wonderful day. I'm suffering. Oh my God. I've got to keep smiling though. I'm not going to smile at you. You're a strange man. No, go smile at yourself. I don't, women have said it to you. I don't understand. You should smile more. Well, then, no, you should give me a reason to smile then. Come on. Give me a reason. Shoot. Doesn't help me. Oh, it's more beautiful. But yeah, I know women hate that. I hate it. I hate it. It bothers me so bad. So bad. Yeah, I just always wondered that, you know? Don't tell me to smile because you just look better with a smile. No. I'm trying to go about my life and not be interrupted by people like you. Leave me alone.
All right, so now that I'm starting to get pretty deep into the Womansplaining Men series, I'm starting to get the big ones like, why do they always ask us to smile? Womansplaining Men to Women, episode 24. Ladies, I do not know
Let me know if it's too quiet or too loud. Do I have... No, I don't. Okay.
why you keep doing this, but men are like 50 times more unwilling to do a chore if it is a sign.
Gotcha. Oh, it is kind of loud, isn't it?
Through a passive-aggressive tone. And that's on principle. He does
All right, is that better?
not want to reward that behavior. He wants the respect of being communicated to directly as equals. And I know what some of you are thinking. Some of you...
A little more? Okay, I'll do it like a notch. No, you can't have that. Dog. Good notch. And I'm going to go back a little bit. Okay, there we go.
I don't know why you keep doing this, but men are like 50 times more unwilling to do a chore if it is assigned through a passive-aggressive tone. And that's on principle. He does not want to reward that behavior. He wants the respect of being communicated to directly as equals. And I know what some of you are thinking. Some of you are thinking, I shouldn't have to worry about asking him nicely because I shouldn't have to worry about asking him. Look, I get it. I know that you believe that. And I'm just going to tell you, as someone who's been married for half a decade, yes, you do. You will always have different priorities. He will never know fully what you want. You will forever have to ask for things and advocate for yourself, or they will not be done.
So what if though, if let's say a dog puked on the floor or something, and you see it, you go, huh? Well, the dog puked. Do you not think in your head, I should clean that up? Does someone have to tell you? Do they have to come to your house and say, hey, your dog puked, you should clean that up? How does that work? How does it work? I'll clean it. Well, try not to puke. You see, well, it's just the way that everything is. Like, what I've been seeing and watching is like, you have to tell them what to do. Some things, though, some things should be common sense, though, right? The dishes in the sink are dirty. Are you gonna clean them? Are you gonna clean those? I don't know, because I think one of the videos is like, well, they won't do the dishes unless you tell them to do the dishes, you know? No, just do the dishes. They're soaking. After they're done soaking.
And you have to do it without being a jerk, or they will definitely not be done. All right, so now that I'm starting to get pretty deep into the Womansplaining Men series, I'm starting to get the big ones, like, why do they always...
Yo, Rex, thank you for those 5,000 biddies. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I have so much going on that side of the screen. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate you so much.
Always get pretty deep into the Womansplaining Men series. I'm starting to get the big ones, like, why do they always ask us
Okay, it's just
to smile?
Got it.
And yeah, I got you. Shortest answer is because most of us are dumb. I know I'm not a guy, but like in general, collectively, we're all pretty dumb. And for men, their most base level thought when they see a beautiful woman with the weight of the world on her shoulders is he just wants to see her happy. And unfortunately, a lot of guys just don't really have great game, so they'll just cut right to the chase and be like, smile, please.
No. You're a random guy that walks up to me again. Hey, you should smile. Why are you telling me what to do? I'm not going to do what you're telling me to do for you. I'm happy on the inside. I don't have to show it. I'm having the time of, I'm having the time of my life. I'm doing great because no one has bothered me today up until this point. You have not bothered me. My day is ruined. Leave me alone. Don't talk to me.
It's not a good move, but that's why they're doing it. But don't worry, there are still plenty of men who are much better at that craft. And if you meet one of these men and you happen to like him, my best advice to you is to let him take some of that weight off your shoulders. I mean, after all, you can't really blame these guys too much for wanting to see that beautiful smile. But guys, just don't ask girls to smile. They don't like it.
Thank you.
Womansplaining Men to Women, episode 27. Ladies, when you give your man the cold shoulder instead of talking to him about whatever the issue was, you're just teaching him how to live his life without you. You might think he's suffering, but he's really just course correcting. And once a man changes course, he's gone. Womansplaining Men to Women, episode 28. Stop using breaking up as a threat. If what you are...
Oh, that's just awful. That's just anybody. Why would you... I'm going to break up with you if you don't do this. Okay, well, if you do that, you know what? We're broken up. Bye. I'll see you later. Now, if you're going to threaten me with breaking up, then why... That doesn't sound very loyal, really, at all. You're with that kind of threat, Yeah, it's either side. That's just weird to me. Like, it's so dumb. Don't threaten me with a good time. Her ex would constantly give you the cold shoulder. After about a week of her giving me the cold shoulder, I just broke up with her. I mean, it kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense. I see it. I understand.
What you're saying out loud is, I'm breaking up with you. But what you mean in your head is, I want to be with you, but I want you to fight for me. Stop being surprised when they don't fight for you. Men are very literal. When you say you're fine, you're fine. And when you say you're broken up, you're single now. Whenever people use, maybe we should just...
Because women think logically and men think, I just had it in my head. No, I'm sorry. Women are emotional people. Men are logical people. That's where I forgot the word. Yeah. Women think on emotions and men think on logic, basically.
break up as a motivator to elicit some certain behavior. It always reminds me of Daffy's last trick from Looney Tunes. In this episode, Daffy is so desperate to beat Bugs Bunny as being the best magician that he eventually prepares the audience for a trick that can only be performed once. At which point he swallows a bunch of gasoline and gunpowder, swallows a match, and explodes for a final trick. That's exactly what you're doing when you use breaking up as an empty threat. You're trying to create this elaborate trick that's going to get this reaction that you want.
I'm not saying that men aren't emotional. It's just they make decisions based on logic and women make decisions based on emotions. Kind of like the cold shoulder thing. They're emotional right now, so they're not going to talk to you. And guys like, oh, they're just not talking to me? Okay.
But really, you're just blowing everything up. There are no more tricks to try after that. So if what you really want is for him to put in more effort, for him to fight for you, instead of going straight to, I'm breaking up with you, try, I need you to fix this with me. If he knows you still want him, if he knows there's still something to fix, he can work with that. But don't let your man think he's single if you don't want him to act single.
Yeah.
Womansplaining Men to Women, episode 29, and fair warning, we might be making some people angry today. Because this one goes out to the I shouldn't have to ask, he should just know crowd. This one goes out to all the ladies who have left comments on my videos like, doesn't he have eyes? He does, and they are different eyes than yours. And the brain connected to it is wired totally different from yours too, so you two will be looking at the same space and see two totally different things. When you come home from work and walk into the living room, you may see every speck of lint on the floor, the balled up sock underneath the couch leg, and the can of Sprite behind the TV. But when he comes home from work and walks into the living room, he may dial in immediately to noticing that you turned up the thermostat 1 degree. We all have different priorities. And here's where I think ego befalls us all. Us women, we really resent having to explain or ask for things that we believe should be obvious. And so we really resent having to say things like, I need you to do this, but in reality, I need you are actually the magic words that are going to get him to understand the assignment.
I mean, I understand like the little lint ball situation that, you know, people aren't going to notice that. But if you have like a can of Sprite just sitting by the TV, like when you look at it, what are you thinking? Like, oh well, kind of thing. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to understand the logic. I'm trying. Sorry, I'm choking. I'm trying to understand the logic. I'm trying to understand. I guess mainly because my brain goes 90 to nothing. I swear, when I was trying to do some chores, I'm like, okay, I gotta go do this. I'm like, okay, well, before I can do that, I gotta do this. Well, if I'm already doing this, I gotta go ahead and clean all of this. Well, now that's done. Well, I still have to do the other thing. So I do that thing, then I go down to the next thing. Well, if I have to do that thing, and that thing needs to be done in order to do that thing, and that thing needs to be done. It's like a chain reaction. So that, so I'm trying to understand the walking in. Oh, there's a Sprite. Okay, and keep walking. Like I just want to understand that my brain won't shut up about everything. Like right now, I'm like, I should throw the Snapple bottle away because it's empty. So I did. This ice cream thing I just finished, trash. So I threw it away. I just want to understand, man. I'm trying my best here. Is there more Sprite in there? Probably not. Even if there was, it's been sitting there a few days. It's not going to be good. It's going to be flat and gross. You know? Who are more complicated creatures to understand, men or women? Women. That hands down, women. Look, sometimes I don't even understand why women are the way they are sometimes. Look, I I question it, okay? Hi, Spectre. Hi. How are you? You're assuming we even notice the can. Yeah, if you have like, let's say a brown TV stand, and then you have the TV that's usually black, and then there's a bright green can just sitting there. You don't see it. Nothing is better than a flat soda from the night before first thing in the morning. Quote of the year, which one? Which one did I say? That women are weird, like, they can't be understood. Yeah. If I think about it, I'm like, wait, why am I like this? Why am I like this? Hold on, let me take a step back real fast. Good night, Hikaru. Have a good sleep. The why women? Yep. Yep. Women can't drive either. Women suck at driving. Here he stands, a silent guardian, a watchful protector, a dark knight. Born of grief and forged in shadow, I know you're on that table again. Get down before you fall and hurt yourself. Welcome home, honey. I hope you had a good day at work. Do you want blue or lemon lime creatine Gatorade before your workout? Honey? Justice. If you want to get strong and energized to fight crime, drink Gatorade by Gamer Subs. Zero sugar, electrolytes for hydration, plus more benefits and flavors of blue and lemon lime. Get yours today by using code SPIT at checkout to save 10%. Justice, justice, justice.
At the same time, men are conditioned not to address the chores that they've already done because when they do, women tend to take it as them bragging or being passive aggressive. So what ends up happening a lot of times.
No, if someone says, "Hey, I did the dishes," I'd be like, "Oh my gosh, yes, no, I'm not doing them. Thank you so much for doing them," kind
As
of
men's
thing, you know?
effort actually becomes these silent chores that no one notices are being done because they just happen. And this happens to women too. This happens to everyone. Whoever does the chore silently becomes the chore doer. For example, I got so used to my husband feeding the animals every morning that recently when he went out of town, the next morning I was like, why are the cats meowing at me so loud? He feeds the animals so regularly that I forgot they eat. This is all to say that you have to.
Yeah, I forgot our animals actually eat. Because I don't do that chore. I mean, okay, that's understandable then, I guess.
You have to ask about chores because there are probably a lot of undiscovered efforts on their end too. You shouldn't have to ask for everything, but asking will always be a part of a healthy relationship. Men are not and will never be mind readers. Oh, that's cute. Oh yeah, she's gonna show him. So he either forgot or deliberately chose not to wear his wedding ring, and so she defiantly takes off her own, apparently deciding that their whole marriage is over. And she does film his reaction, which I'll get to in a minute, but
Oh boy, yeah, more than likely he forgot his ring. That could be a thing. Because, I mean, maybe he got moved. Maybe like from one of the old videos that we watched, maybe she moved it there, thinking, "Oh, well, he put it in this random spot. He'll never find out. I'm going to put it in the middle of the counter," and then he'll be like, "Well, I'm running late for work," and then, "Where's my ring?" "Well, I can't be even more late than this. I guess I'll have to go on without my ring today." Or you're cheating. One of those.
before we get to that, let's address
Yeah, the wedding rings can be it can definitely be dangerous with certain jobs for sure.
Oh
This one,
yeah,
I
she's
think
gonna show.
that one might be one of the, because that doesn't look like metal. That looks like one of the silicone ones, maybe with a like a pattern on it. Maybe I don't know. So, especially working out, you definitely don't want to wear a ring for sure. You know, our hands change sizes depending on the weather. So does mine. I feel like I swell when it's hot, man. I hate it.
Show him. So he either forgot or deliberately chose not to wear his wedding ring, and so she defiantly takes off her own, apparently deciding that their whole marriage is over.
Because of that?
And she
Yeah,
does
see?
film his reaction, which I'll get to in a minute, but before we get to that, let's address a couple things. First of all, there are a lot of things that you should not ever wear a ring for. Did you know that there is a thing called a ring avulsion, which is where something gets caught in the ring, and if there's enough pressure, it can completely tear off your finger, at least cause major damage.
Yeah, like your friend.
This is why machinists do not wear rings. I personally never wear my rings when I'm training jujitsu. Sometimes I just forget to put them on. Cancel.
Especially if it's like a wedding band with a diamond on it. I mean, that thing can be dangerous too. Sheesh.
Second, minus a couple insecure ones, guys do not care about the ring. If he is already loyal to you and he trusts you are loyal to him, then the jewelry is really irrelevant to that foundation for him. Men don't really dream about getting the perfect halo cut to match your manny. They don't even know what a halo cut is. That's why men's rings are so simple. They're not out here doing BuzzFeed quizzes on which ring most suits them. The ring to men is a very arbitrary step that gets them from point A to point B, and their only hope is to not fuck it up. But pro tip, if you're the kind of woman who can make a man feel like you would say yes to a macaroni noodle around a pipe cleaner as long as he was the man behind it, then he'll make sure you get whatever damn ring you want. But moving on, who wants to see how her little tantrum worked out? Alright, so first of all, he doesn't even notice. She has to shove it in his face. And lo and behold, he doesn't care. He doesn't care. You know what he probably does care about? This. Are you kidding me? Never in 10,000 years is my partner gonna touch me like that. So she's...
No, you don't do that. Sheesh. I mean, you could have... I mean, the thing is, you could have easily done, hey, I noticed you left your wedding band. Did you forget where you put it? Like a question like that. Ask them a question. Like, oh yeah, I couldn't find it for a good minute, and I had to leave for work or something like that. I don't know. Ask. Communication is key. Ask them. Oh well, uh, I didn't feel like it today. That might be a little iffy with me. I don't know. Especially if you go on a lot of work trips, that'd be a little iffy then. But I don't know.
He's insisting in the comments that it was all just a joke.
Wedding
Hey
band.
guys, remember when Amber Heard said that shitting in her and Johnny Depp's marital bed was just a harmless prank? Could you imagine if it was a man making these videos?
Oh yeah, I forgot she did that.
And he literally laid hands on his wife because she forgot her ring at home. Clearly that marriage has more issues than just the ring, but look, if you are in any way basing the entire foundation of your marriage around something that could easily fall off your finger and go down the drain, well, that's where your marriage is heading soon too.
Womansplaining Men to Women, episode 31. If a man opens up to you about something that he's ashamed of or something that he's done wrong, do not weaponize it against him. That was not for you to add to your arsenal of things to use against him in arguments later. Because when you do that, you're showing him that his feelings are not safe with you. You're teaching him that being vulnerable is only going to hurt him down the line, and he's not going to be the same guy after that.
Womansplaining Men to Women, episode 32. Has anyone else noticed that wives are almost defiantly resistant to thanking their husbands for household tasks? I see it all the time on this platform. Women are like, I'm not going to thank my husband for things that he is supposed to do. And look, I get it. I go into work.
It's like what she talked earlier, if the wife does the same chores over and over and over again, I mean, he doesn't know what to do it. Like, she forgot that she had to feed animals when the husband went out of town. So, I mean, I think it's just a communication thing, right? Right?
Every day, and when I do, there's not a parade in the street for me doing what these women love to call the bare minimum. My managers are under no obligation to thank me for doing my job, but when they do, I feel valued.
Yep.
Before I learned how to cook, my husband used to thank me for cooking when I simply made a pot of SpaghettiOs, and that made me feel valued. So you can have these opinions that you don't have to thank your partner, and you're right, but if you're not thanking your partner, they do not feel valued, I promise you.
My husband changed our sun sheets. He doesn't understand why he needs to. Change them.
Huh? I had to go to the comments to figure out what was wrong. Apparently the sheets are upside down?
That was the problem? The way the person in the video, our husband changed our son's sheets, he doesn't understand why he needs to change them, as in, like, change them initially, as in, sheets getting dirty when I get them nice and clean, or he doesn't understand why he needs to change them again because they're upside down. Who cares? When the kid sits up, guess what? He sees the animals right side up to him. They're upside down to you right now, but the kid's in the bed, he sits up. Oh, hey, look at the animals. They're walking normal. They're not upside down for him anymore. That's probably why he set them like that, right? Yeah, exactly, Gleek. Exactly, the kid sees them when he's in the bed, not outside.
Change them.
Huh? I had to go to the comments to figure out what was wrong. Apparently the sheets are upside down? That's the right way, so the kid can see the dinosaurs.
Yeah!
Again, I say, huh? It gets worse. These women honestly believe that he did this on purpose as weaponized incompetence. This comment, liked by the creator, says, if y'all think she should be happy—
What that comment say? He did this on purpose so you won't ask him to change it again. Most likely! What? Y'all think she should be happy just because he changed them? Y'all should look for new husbands. I ain't gonna have my standards on the floor just because you flip the sheets around. What? It's the right way because the kid can see the dinosaurs. There it is. There we go, Eugenia Bog.
Just because he changed them. Y'all should look for new husbands. I ain't gonna have my standards on the floor. Well, considering that looked perfectly fine to me, I guess I have to get traded out. I am a bad spouse.
How dare
Mommy,
you?
why doesn't Dad live with us anymore? Well, don't you remember the sheets, Jimmy? She even flipped the whole thing.
No. You could be probably doing something else other than flipping an entire mattress around. I know a kid's bed, but still the fact that you're having to do this. I hope the kid complained that the dinosaurs are upside down.
Nope.
Wow, how petty. This is petty to me.
Mattress around. I am deceased. I cannot stress this enough. Ladies, redoing chores takes value away from your own life. I want you to really think about this, because every time you are redoing a chore based on preference, not based on need,
Martha, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
you are devaluing your precious time. Every time you do that, you are telling yourself and others that this menial, trivial, tiny household chore that no one's ever really going to notice or care about is more important than finishing a project, reading that book you love, or even cuddling the partner you made this freaking kid with. You're saying there is nothing that I value more than fixing this stupid mattress. Listen, ladies, I'm serious. No more refolding towels, no more flipping mattresses. Go live your life.
If the towels are folded and not in the way I want, guess what? They're still folded and they're put up. They're folded and they're put up. You know what? That's fine. I'm dying. That's fine by me. They're done. It's been done. Now, if you redo them, you're just wasting more time. You're just wasting more time out of your day. What are you doing? What are you doing? Just be happy they're done, I guess. Oh, here's another thing, by the way. Here's another thing. What if, let's say, a husband had TikTok, right? What if husband had TikTok and he followed his wife, and then he came across the video that she posted of her fixing the bed because he made it incorrectly? First of all, how embarrassing would that be for him, you know? He would probably feel embarrassed about that. Like, oh, wow, you put my name in a bad light now, right? Why would you do that on the internet? Why would you just be negative about your spouse, the person who's supposed to be with you for the rest of your life through sickness and health? Why would you be like, hey, everyone, look at this. Look at what my husband did. He did this incorrectly, even though he did it anyway. He did it incorrectly, even though it makes sense the way he did it. But look, all right, ladies, what do I do? You should just flip the mattress around. Oh, yeah, I can do that. How petty can I be? Excuse me. Well, especially seeing that, he's definitely not going to do it again. You know? I wonder how bad she nags him. Now, is another thing if you say, hey, can I put this on TikTok? And he says, yeah, sure, that's funny. Go ahead and do it. That's different. But I feel like that's not the case for a lot of these situations, you know? I don't think you're aware of this, but a lot of women keep their other half out of their socials. They have it completely private to them. I have heard that people have blocked their significant other. They blocked them so they don't see their content. What? First of all, you can have a friend that is not blocked and they can check the account, you know? Why would you block your significant other? Now, the only acceptable reason I have seen someone block their significant other is for a temporary time when they're planning a surprise, or like a big surprise. Like, hey guys, I need suggestions. I want to surprise my significant other with something big. Like, ladies, what do I do? What do I do for my lovely wife over here? You know, I need to know. I don't want her knowing about this kind of thing. And then it's done. And then he unblocks. That's fine. I see that. I understand it. That's okay. But just blocking because you don't want them to see the content. There was one that I saw where the wife was following a certain person that is famously known for something. From what I've heard, I don't know myself, but just known for like something harsh. And she blocked her husband so he didn't see that she followed him. I'm like, that's awful. That's awful. Ew. No. Blech. But yeah, I don't understand. I feel like if you have a spouse, they should be all up in your business. right? I feel like I'd be the person to be like, hey, guess what I'm doing? I just want you to know that I'm going to the toilet. I just want you to know, have a good day. Like, I will tell you everything. I don't care. If you're my spouse, that you're gonna be the person I trust, I will tell you anything. I'll tell you where I am, what I'm doing. I don't know. I wouldn't block anybody though. That's what I would not do though. I don't know. It's just weird. Again, women think emotionally, men think logically. And that's where the confusion comes in, you know? That's where it comes in at. But I'm still trying to understand because, again, I am a woman. So I want to get the full understanding. Why are you sucking ears up there? I want to get the full understanding of the thought process of men.
Are you sure about that?
I'm trying my best, Sada. Get back in your hole. Thank you. I'm doing my best to understand, okay? I want to learn. I want to know. My response would be, don't fall in. And then I'll salute and say, I'll do my best. I'll let you know what happens after the fact. I'll give you a progress report soon. A status update, if you will.